just this afternoon, Adam Stern of Sports Business Journal put out this tweet, quoting track president Dave Allen. I'm hopeful that we get to a point here in the near future, sometime this year, there's going to be more information coming out and a timeline established. Guys, I don't know about you, but I don't know if he could have been more vague than he was in that tweet. It sounds like things are still being finalized as we speak here. There might not be as clear of a plan as we initially thought. So, Brandon, I just want to pose this question to you. If you were in charge, what would the future of Auto Club Speedway look like for you?
Well, that's a very dangerous question to answer, isn't it? Because I don't want to get slapped in the face by the millions of people that have different opinions than me. But Auto Club Speedway, as much as I love let's call it California Speedway, okay? As much as I love that place, I think it was time to change. Call me crazy. I mean, sometimes it did have its great moments, but at the end of the day, it's not personally. Now, this is my opinion here, so don't run off to the races with it. But it's not a track I always really like check marked on the calendar. Like, gotta make sure I see that one. But I love the venue. I definitely love the gorgeous scenery behind it, the mountains and all that there in Fontana. But the 2 mile configuration, if it was going to continue the way it is now, would it need a repave eventually like Atlanta? Yes, as much as the drivers love the weepers and the old asphalt, yes, it was going to need some sort of repave at some point. But now that we're looking at the short track idea, I kind of like it. I hope it happens. I didn't realize actually before this weekend how much in the air this conversation about the short track actually was. I know iRacing has been helping them, has already kind of helped them develop the blueprint, I guess, if you will, of the, how they can reconfigure the banking and just exactly what it might look like and the layout and everything like that. But I didn't realize how vague things still were for this project. And this tweet doesn't help much at all either. To answer the question, if I had it my way, I guess I would continue with this short track idea that they're going for. I mean, that I was on board with it whenever they said it. And I didn't have much sad feelings about Auto Club, the 2 mile configuration leaving, I guess, until this weekend or last year. This has kind of been going on for the past 3 years or so. I guess COVID really stopped everything. So we've had a lot of time to think about it.
The thing is, it's like what Brandon said. It is going to need a repay, just like Atlanta. I mean, but who knows what it could turn into? I know that, you want to possibly a destination location race, possibly have that race be the championship race. I don't know, but it concerns me that the Southern California market might not have anything. I don't know what temporary fix you have. I know a lot of people are saying go to Irwindale. I know that track just got sold. And I know that Auto Club NASCAR just sold a bunch of land to somebody or something like that. But I don't know. It's just right now we just need to hear more details. I just think I was listening to a few other podcasts. I think they're just a lot of people are saying they're done. I just think I don't know. Really don't. I mean, I think we just at this point you just got to say. I guess we just got to be confident that it's going to turn into this, but I don't think it is. It's just I don't think I think this is it for Auto Club. I really do.
I saw the number 550 million going around the block.
Yeah, that's substantial.
It's,
I just think that, but the thing is, NASCAR needs to have a presence in that Southern California area.
Sure.
And a lot of people are talking about, putting the Clash as a points race and all that stuff. Basically, everyone that I've talked with, including drivers, media members, and basically, everyday people, don't want to see that happen. You can't fit all the cars on there.
It's not feasible. They can't fit all the cars there.
I mean, there's ways to do it. I think I've seen different formats made on how to do it. You're just going to, but the thing is, it's like if that's the answer to how things are going to get done, it's just, I just think that it's going to be a pretty unpopular move if they decide to if they decide to do that, it's going to be a lot of. I mean, could you imagine put the Xfinity series on there, or even the Truck series? It's who knows what could happen over there.
I compare this, to the situation in Atlanta. Atlanta was another track that I think a lot of fans really enjoyed. The worn out surface put on some really good racing, but it was becoming apparent in the final races there, but it was time. You couldn't just keep on with the status quo and continue to try to milk another year out of the asphalt. It had to be repaved. I think the problem came with the reconfiguration. A lot of fans don't like that it became a mini super speedway. They would have liked to have seen the track just be given a repave as is, and ideally the surface would age the same way the old surface did, and we'd be back to having the track that we knew and loved, eventually several years down the road. And I understand people's hesitancy. They said that, when we repaved Michigan, we didn't get good races there. A lot of times when you go through a repave, it takes a few years for the track surface to age and, kind of come into its own. And then we start to see the quality in racing go up. I'm sure a similar thing would happen at Fontana. I apologize. I'm getting a notice that my internet might be dipping a little bit, so bear with me there. I think that's in a perfect world, that's probably what I would have liked to have seen, just a regular, normal repave. But this world is far from perfect, as we know, and I know that when you throw out numbers like $550 million out there, or whatever the case may be, for selling that land, imagine it'd be pretty hard to turn that down.
And I don't know what the NASCAR fan base is really wanting the right answer to be here. Like, what do we want? A miniature Riverside there on the campus? Like, what is everyone's favorite answer here? I feel like we're in the minority of saying, or the folks that are in the minority are the ones that are saying, oh, it just needs to go ahead with the short track idea, or we just need to keep the 2 mile format, but just repave it. Like, what is it? What's the famous response here?
I don't know. I think fans are pretty divided on the issue. I don't know if we can even agree among ourselves.